Ambassador Michael Oren serves as Israel's Deputy Minister of Public Diplomacy and served as Israel's ambassador to the United States. We sat down with Oren and asked about a number of issues, from the two-state solution to the current status of the Jewish state. Ambassador Oren, thanks for joining us on CBN News.
It's always wonderful to be with you.
You were Israeli ambassador to the United States when President Obama was president. What changes do you see right now, even in the last few weeks with the Trump administration?
Well, the Obama administration back in 2009, when I came into office, I was almost the same time he did, changed some of the fundamental, let's say, pillars of the U.S.'s relationship. One was no daylight. No daylight meant simply that if we were going to have disagreements with one another, the United States and Israel, and there we are sovereign countries, we will have disagreements, that the two countries would do their utmost to keep those disagreements discreet, behind closed doors, not to conduct those disagreements publicly, and the Obama administration made a concerted decision to conduct these differences publicly. The other major pillar was that was discarded by Obama was the pillar of no surprises. And that pillar simply held that if the United States or Israel were going to make a major policy move or declaration, that the other side would get warning, they get a chance to react. Starting with the Cairo speech in 2009, Obama gave a very, very long speech that dealt with all of our primary issues, both on the peace process and Iran, and we had no consultation. So the hope will be that Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Trump will restore these pillars.
What changes do you see now in the Middle East because of President Trump being the leader now, leader of the free world?
One is the hope that he will stand up to Iran. Remember, especially in the period after the signing of the Iran nuclear deal, the United States simply backed off from every Iranian provocation, whether it was taking U.S. sailors hostage, or holding American journalists in jail, or testing ballistic missiles. The United States did nothing. I think that message has to get across the entire region that that era has ended. In the sense that the United States stands foursquare with Israel. And if anything I've learned in diplomacy is that an American leader does not get credit in the Middle East for picking a fight with Israel. He gets just the opposite. He gets contempt, because in the Middle East people respect those who stand by their friends. Period.
The Prime Minister is under a lot of pressure from a lot of different sides, and one of that is abrogating the two-state solution, annexing part of the West Bank, Judea, Samaria. What are the pressures he's facing, and how is he dealing?
I think you said it very well. He's under pressures from a large part of his coalition, even a large part of his party. No longer accepts the formula of two states for two peoples. About 150,000 Palestinians from their West Bank enter Israel every single day. About 100,000 of them actually work in Israel. And that is a good thing. So here is an example of a type of coexistence which nobody focuses on. And I think we can build on this. We can improve it.
What you talked about your new position. What is your new position, and what are you doing with that?
My new position is strengthening and building Israel's foreign relations at a unique and special juncture in Israel's foreign relations. So when I was a very young man, we didn't have peace with Egypt, we didn't have peace with Jordan. Today, not only do we have peace with Egypt and Jordan, we have excellent relations with China. Our trade with China goes up about 30% every year. India is one of our closest allies in the world. The Indian president was here this year. The prime minister is coming shortly. Russia, good relations with Russia. Some of our best relations with Europe are with the former Soviet bloc countries. All the African countries cut off relations with Israel because of the Arab oil boycott. Today, they're all standing in line to renew relations with us. Our relationship with the Sunni Arab states, the states of the Arab Gulf area, have never been better. And it's happening in Latin America too. So there's so much work to be done that we have several officials dealing with it. I'm one of them.
Yeah, what do you attribute this? What's happened to Israel in 50, 70 years?
Our people. We have, over the course of the last 4,000 years, learned to be very adept at grappling with challenges, surviving and thriving. It's something we do best, and it begs a deeper question. Why is that? And I think you'll sympathize with this. It's related to our tradition and our faith.
Ambassador, I appreciate your help and your time. Thank you.
Always like to be with you.